Hey guys, welcome to art. Great job last week. I had so many great not a boxes sent into me. I'm just going to tell you a few and you're going to get excited. I had a Batmobile, I had a fire truck sent in, an owl, a dinosaur, and even a Heathwood school bus. Pretty cool, right? Keep on sending me things so I can see what you're working on and then maybe we can share them all. So this week we're going to do something really fun and something different. Something we could actually not do at school that you could only do at your house. So that's why it's super special. So I'm going to try to see if I can trick you into what we are doing. Let's see, I'm going to give you some hints and I'm going to try to trick you. Okay, so we're going to be painting like a certain animal. And this animal, I'm trying to see if you can guess it. Does not live at Heathwood. It's not an animal that could live at Heathwood. It's definitely an animal you could find at the zoo, okay? For my older kids, it starts with an E, okay? It also is Mrs. Dargan's favorite animal, I think, other than an owl. It has big ears, okay? It stands on 4 legs, okay? And it might not have any hands to paint with, so I might use something like a trunk. Did that help you? Okay, so this week, dun 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 dun, our book is Elephants Can Paint Too. And then we are going to paint like elephants later. So stay tuned for that. Okay, ready? Let's get creative. Elephants Can Paint Too. Pictures and text by Katja Arnold. I teach in 2 schools. One is in the city, the other is in the jungle. Some of my students have hands, others have trunks. Some students eat grass, others eat peanut butter and jelly, but they all love cookies. And they all like to be with their friends. Time for art class. First, I give each student a brush. Look at how many ways there are to hold it. Which way do we hold it? Like this, like the elephant, or like this one? I think like this one too. That's pretty silly. Now let's paint. These students like to paint dots. These students like bright colors. Wow, these students can paint flowers. This one, I'm going to read this fact real quick. It's pretty cool. That elephants don't paint real things. They paint colored strokes. But some elephants paint trees and flowers. It takes them 3 years to learn. That's kind of crazy. And it says children can learn to paint faster. And I think you guys can. I know you guys can draw some flowers and paint them. Everyone has their own style. Anything can happen when the teacher isn't looking. Uh-oh, that elephant took it into the water. Time to clean up. Remember to wash between your toes. Art class is over. All my students can paint and be proud. The end. And there's a great picture of paint all over those elephants. Sometimes that's what we look like in the art studio after we paint. And look at all these beautiful paintings done by elephants. Okay, so next, let's figure out how can we paint like elephants. Stay tuned. So we learned that elephants can paint, but they definitely don't use hands. They use their trunk. And since we don't have a trunk, and we're not going to use our hands, we are actually going to do something so silly that I would never, ever, 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 ever allow in the art studio. We're going to paint using our mouth. We're going to hold paintbrushes with our mouth. Now, if you don't have a paintbrush, you could use, let's see, a marker. But when we use the marker, we want to make sure we take the lid all the way off and only just have the marker. Or we could use a colored pencil. Now, don't use a crayon, okay? Crayons don't Believe me, Rocky's tried them, my dog, and he says they're not that great. So what we're going to do is, if you can ask your mom and dad to make sure you have an art utensil like a marker or a paintbrush that's been really cleaned on the end. They can do soap and water and then rinse it well because you don't want to taste the soap. And make sure that you have asked permission to do this, okay? So we want to make sure it's very clean and we can get ready, and I'm going to show you how we can do it. Now, if you don't have paint or a paintbrush, you can use the marker or a colored pencil, like I said. So maybe get some paints and go get your paintbrush and let's see what happens. Okay, so I have my paintbrush and I have a paint palette of all kinds of different colors I'm going to use. Now, you want to remember, if you're using paint, just like when we use in the art studio, what do we need to remember between paint colors? That's right, give it a bath. So I'm going to start. If you want to dip it first without using your mouth to dip it, you can do that. Or you can be really, really cool and dip it like that. Okay, let's see if I can do it. I'm going to choose blue first. Now, I'm going to draw on the paper. Let's see. Can you kind of tell what I was trying to make? A heart. It's harder than it looks. Okay, so now, if I want to change colors, I'm going to dip the color. I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to put it in my, let's see, I'm going to dip. And I'm going to draw around it. Let's see. Oh, made another heart around it. Let's see. What if I want to just make marks or dots just like the elephant did? I could do that. I could go dot, 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 dot. Now, let's see. 4-year-olds, this might be a challenge for you. I want to see if you can maybe even try to write your letter of your first name. So I'm going to pick a color. I'm going to try to write a letter. I kind of did. It looks like a W because mine's upside down. But it's supposed to be what letter? N. That's right, an M. So let's see what else we could do. We get all kinds of colors all around. I can swirl it. Yeah, this is harder than it looks. Swirl the color. Now, same thing I'm going to show you if I only had a marker. I can do the same thing. Mark a mark. Okay. I'm going to have to be honest. Elephants are very talented. That's very hard. I want to see what you can make with only using your mouth and a paintbrush. Or a marker, not using our hands. Okay, so share them with me. I cannot wait to see what you can do. And let's meet back. Okay, this is what I came up with. It kind of looks like a heart. I was trying to do a Heathwood heart because I miss Heathwood so much. But it could be okay. I cannot wait to see how you paint like an elephant. And did you know that elephants have over 1,000 muscles in their trunks? That's crazy. I'm going to leave a link on the description for your parents to be able to see if you guys can go watch videos of elephants really painting in real life. So, thanks for doing this with me. Don't forget to watch the challenge video. I think you're going to like it this week. And have a great week. Bye, guys.